Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Happy summer, spring, fall, winter, wherever you are in this beautiful world. I appreciate that we have women in 150 countries. So whenever I talk about a season, I have to be conscious that that's not always what you're experiencing. But we do have a lot of women in the United States and Europe. And right now we're going to go into our spring season. And it's just, for me, one of the most beautiful times of the year. Not only is it a very hopeful, positive time when you see the plants coming back into life and the trees, the little buds on the trees, and just that sort of abundance of nature that reminds you of everything that we have that's so special. But also, people seem to have a positive attitude. They're looking at life in a new way. They're looking looking forward to a new year. And for me, I like the spring. I'm sure it tells something about your psychology. But what's your favorite season? I'd be really interested to know. But anyway, I'm trying a new tea this morning. What it is, it's called Rosella. If you can see how red that is. But it's made out of the hibiscus flower. And when I was in Bali recently, I went to a cooking class and I learned how to make traditional Balinese food. And hibiscus is a very popular, beautiful flower that you see everywhere in Asia. Bright red, it's kind of like, I can't even describe it. It's just a very brilliant red colored flower. And what they do is they take the flower of the hibiscus and just literally pour hot water over it. You take out the little bud, then you put the leaf or the flower into a glass and pour hot water on it. It goes completely black. And you think, oh my gosh, what have I done? And it's really like almost a blue-black. And then you take a little squeeze of lime or lemon, you squeeze it, and suddenly it turns red, it turns pink. And it's hard to see this one because it's in a mug, but in a glass, it's a beautiful color. And so hibiscus is a nice tea. It is very healthy for you, but it also makes an awesome iced tea. And so if you want something really pretty to put on your table for a summer picnic or a spring brunch, see if you can find some Rosella. That's what they call the flowers, Rosella. And it's just lovely, really cool tea. So I'm drinking my hibiscus Rosella tea this morning. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and we'll have a chat about spring. This is my theme today. And I wanted to share with you an article written by one of our bloggers. His name is Anthony Cirillo. Now, I think it's Anthony or Anthony. Forgive me, I'm pronouncing it wrong. But he wrote a brilliant article. I mean, a really, really moving article on just his observations of people who live in the nursing homes where he works. And he works with people in this transition to nursing homes, retirement homes, and made some observations about how they spring clean their life in the sense that they're almost going in to these homes with a sense of renewal. This is a new experience for them. They're not going to just curl up and fade away. They're going to live vibrantly and with passion and purpose in their lives. So he wrote this wonderful article, and I'll share the link with you, because in it he talks about 5 ways that you can spring clean your life. And I really like these ideas. They're ones that we've talked about before. It's kind of almost like the cycling of information, but in a different way. Now, the first thing he talks about is having purpose. Now, that's a very casual statement to make. Like, oh, what is your purpose in life now? What is the reason for living? And I've had a kind of breakthrough myself personally. I just had to share it with you because I think it's kind of interesting. It happened to me, and maybe you'll see some similarities. And that is, I was thinking about my life now and about what I do 24 hours a day almost in my mind, 12 hours a day working with 60andMe. And it is my life, it is my passion, it is my purpose to have started this website and now to be developing it and building on it and creating a world where people can come in their 60s, women particularly, and just feel like they're safe and that they're on the journey with other like-minded people, like-minded women. And I was thinking to myself, is that enough? I mean, should I be wanting more from life? Is that a purpose to have a successful business? And I thought, yes, it is. For me, it is. This is my purpose. This is what I will do until I die. And I don't mean to be dramatic about it, but this is what I will do. I will always feel a closeness to you women in my 60andMe community, and I will always feel that was what I'm here on this planet to do. It's my purpose. And what was really the breakthrough, though, was realizing that everything I have done in my life up until this point has led to this moment. And every job I've done, every career twist and turn I've made has developed a strength that's turning out to be really useful now. Communication, community, dialogue, people. This has always been my world. And I think that connection was what was really cool. And maybe that's what Anthony is trying to explain in this article, that when you discover your purpose, there's a peace. It's like you're not running anymore. I mean, of course, I'm still wanting to do stuff. I want to do new things. I want to travel new places and try and learn new things. But I found my purpose. And I just wonder if you have too, and whether you can see the connection between your past and your present and your future, which I think is really what purpose is all about. You're there, you're comfortable. So that's I think important for me to share, and also to share the 60andMe mission, which is to help other women to achieve a sense of purpose in their lives in their 60s. To know that everything they've done, good and bad, up and down, has led them to this point. And maybe you haven't quite seen yet what that purpose is, or what you're here to do, what the reason for being. But I think if you look back and see how the dots have started to connect, maybe you'll see where it's leading. But anyway, that's one of our great desires here, is that women can find that strength. And perhaps you can start by even doing something simple, like Anthony suggests, to go back and look at the experiences in your life, all the things you've done. Those points in your life where you had a choice, this way or that way, and why you chose the way you did. Yeah, maybe it was a bumpy road and it was, like, in your mind, a mistake, but at least it taught you something. So what was that? What have you been doing all your life that's given you really unique character? And I think that's really important. So that's the first thing, purpose. Second thing that he suggests is to laugh every day. And the chances of laughing on your own are pretty remote. I mean, I laugh sometimes, but the chances of laughing all by yourself are, like, I think it's 30 times more likely if you're with someone else, or with a family member, or a colleague, or someone that you care about, your friends. So he says, try your hardest to, turn up, find someone to laugh with, go to a movie, even force it, like go to a comedy show or watch some funny YouTube video that is going to make you laugh, and just bring some laughter into your life every single day. The next thing is related, and that is to nurture friendships. It's one thing to say, I'm on my own, I'm doing great, and then to say, no, I think that I need to reach out. I'm better. I'm a better person when I'm sharing with someone. And I think that's another thing that he mentions very subtly and beautifully, is to, make a point of making friends. Listen to other people. Just listen to any conversation that you happen to get involved in. And don't immediately start thinking about how you're going to answer it or how you're going to say your thing. Just listen, and be interested in other people. Show a passion for what they're doing and for what they've, for the purpose that they've created in their lives. Show interest, and somehow in that chemistry of talking to people like that, you find yourself. It's magic, but it's true. And I think the point he makes here is to not be competitive, because life's not a competition. It's a shared journey, and yeah, you can be competitive. You can want to do better than someone, but it's for friendships, it's better to just embrace people, flaws and all. And I love that, by the way, how we do this on 60andMe, how women talk to each other on the website and Facebook, and they're just so kind. They just sort of reach out and understand and appreciate and truly do listen. I think that's important. Another thing that Anthony talks about is considering having a great attitude. and considering the things that, you know, really are going to change the way that you look at the world every day. So, excuse me, I've got something in my eye. A little fly. And, you know, stop beating yourself up for being imperfect, because that's, I think Leonard Cohen said, you know, that we have cracks in we're flawed because that's where the light gets in. You know, that's how we evolve. That's how we get better. You know, we can sometimes be our own worst critic. And I think that that's something to remember in that shaping a new attitude, to actually get up every day with a positive attitude, you know, knowing that you're not perfect, but just saying, yeah, right, I'm not perfect, but I love me. I'm okay. Look in the mirror and just smile at who you are and what you've created with your life. You know, I think it's really, he also mentions about starting over. And you don't think about retirement homes and, you know, retirement as a time to start over. I mean, that's the stereotype, isn't it? That we all are going to, you know, sort of start slowing down. But I think he says here, the attitude is constant growth, constant opening, constant embracing of something that's going to enrich you. And I think that's really, really good advice. So when you're spring cleaning, you know, throw out the old attitudes, the old points of view, and just open your eyes to the world as it is now. Embrace the change. Every single day I wake up and something has been invented, discovered, revealed, researched. And it's like, wow, it just goes on and on, deeper and deeper. So I think that's important, to have a great attitude, to nurture your friendships, to laugh a lot, and to have purpose in your life. Those are the things that he says we can apply. Those are the tools for our spring cleaning. Hope you found this useful. I found it useful to share a bit of my story. I hope you feel comfortable doing the same, you know, about purpose in your life, or the things that you're doing to kind of reinvent yourself this spring. What are you up to? And so I'd like to ask you a question. So what will you do? What will you going to be spring cleaning this year? What's going to be letting go, and what are you embracing and bringing into your life? How's your spring cleaning looking this year? And if you're in Australia, Asia, New Zealand, we love you. You know, and maybe you just pretend that it's like a new season, which is like your autumn and winter now, which is an equally good time to reassess and reevaluate. So what reinvention are you doing in your life? Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It is my pleasure and my honor to be here with you, to you know, share your stories, to appreciate everything that you're doing, and really for you to know how much I do value you. I think it's super important. I say that again. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. Hope you have a great time out there in the world, spring cleaning or summer cleaning or whatever cleaning you're doing. And just enjoy yourselves and embrace your unique personality. It's you. Take good care, everybody. I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.